Hey, welcome to the BJB Postgame Show. We are live at the Let It Fly Sports Bar in downtown Omaha, a place where you can get this fabulous Let It Fly beer right there, and you're going to need a lot of them tonight. Jays go down in a big heap to the number 2 team in the country. I don't think that should come the way we've been playing. And since they're the number 2 team in the country, getting their fabulous freshman back, Braylon Mullins, I don't know that that should be an incredible surprise to anyone, but hey, we would love to hear your thoughts, comments, questions about everything going on with Creighton basketball right now. And I think there is a lot to talk about. But before we do, first of all, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. It helps us out a ton. And hit that like button. It really, really, really does help us. Secondly, we'd like to give a huge, big shout out, and I know Caleb would too, to our fabulous intern, Will. Will had to go to the hospital last night for a little something going on. He's home. He's all right. He's just not feeling real well. So we're thinking of you, Will. Wish you were here. Thanks for all the great work you've done and will do for us, and we appreciate it. Okay, we'll have worst call of the night, unsung hero. Our guests tonight are going to be Isaac Trout and Coach Steve Murfeld. Well, I mean, you know, it's not a real lot of hard-hitting analysis here. We lost this game in the last 4 minutes of the first half.
Yep.
Simple as that.
Yep.
I mean, yes, we were only down 11, but it just snowballed. We weren't coming back from 11. We had to be close at halftime. Keep the crowd in it, and the crowd just, you know, hey, no offense to the crowd. Great crowd tonight. Great turnout. I was telling the guys I was with, even last year, I want to say before that game started, that was the most electricity we've had in that building in a couple of years.
It was. It was also very dead as soon as that, 8-minute mark, 4-minute mark in the first half happened, which was, a bummer, but
horrible. I'm just going to say this. Horrible halftime show. What? I don't know what you paid them, but that was terrible.
I mean, I didn't watch it. I won't
It was
lie.
guys on pogo sticks, and it was nothing. Like, it was like grade schoolers could have did what they did.
Maybe me and you could start a little halftime show and go jump around.
Yeah, those guys aren't making like $200 either. That's what's amazing about it. Like, what do you?
Let's give it a shot.
Who watched that to think that was a good halftime show? Bring back the guy with the dog. Tell him to stop all the other stupid tricks and just have the dog. That was great.
I'm in for that.
Fargo Moorhead
Everybody
Acro
likes a dog.
team?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just saying. They're pretty good.
I won't lie. I didn't watch the halftime show, so I can't add to this conversation.
Where's Red Panda? Where's she at?
She's a good one. She's a great
I know.
one,
I know we've lost half of the guy with the dresses, but just bring her back. Okay, I mean, better than that. All right, but a great crowd and a great moment. The under 8 timeout in the first half.
Always
stand
is.
up for cancer.
Always
I
is
mean,
a good
that's
moment.
awesome,
Mm-hmm.
and just a great atmosphere and just really super.
Yeah, the pink out's a great game every year.
Yeah, I'm giving a shout out to Mac though. Yesterday he told me, I said suit, or he goes, no, sport coat. He goes, but you're gonna really like it. And he goes, it's something that you couldn't pull off. And I immediately said, well, wait a minute, DK is my fashion consultant. And he goes, well, you've got a lot more wrong with you than your heart if DK's your fashion consultant. Of course, he's always got something to say. But then he comes out, and it's like the same coat he wore last year. How is this special? Like, come on, dude. Come on.
You gotta see it close up. It's in the thread.
Oh, I guess.
It is.
I guess.
Mac knows what he's doing.
But anyway, man, and I'll tell you what. Guy that's been really inconsistent, and he switched up the starting lineup tonight. Guy that's been really inconsistent. Without him, we got buried in that for Nick Graves.
Yeah, I mean,
I thought he played great. He had the one bad turnover, but other than that, he played terrific.
He's a very good player at home, pretty consistently all year. At home, he's been playing very well.
Yeah.
On the road, he's very hit or miss.
We inserted Blake Harper in the lineup. I thought he gave us some energy early.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't fight, or maybe he's not strong enough to fight hard enough for rebounds. Like, he had his hands on some balls, and he just never got them.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, he seems to always be there.
Yeah, but he's got to be stronger. He's got to just rip that ball away from the guy. You got to want it more, as they say. With that, Isaac Trout didn't get nearly as many minutes as he did. But again, Isaac, when you're out there, you got to hit those wide open threes.
Yeah.
Ty came in, I thought he was a little more aggressive tonight, I thought. But again, he just throws up that one or two bad turnovers.
Yeah, really bad turnovers, yeah.
And the trouble is he's an excellent free throw shooter. So I'd like it if, the last 5 minutes and a half, if we get into the bonus, he drives the hole, gets fouled, boom, there's 2 points, But he just doesn't seem to do it often enough.
He can get to the lane very well, and then he always looks to kick out right away. It's something we've been talking about this whole season.
And
one extra step going.
It's a rough night for two guys on the team, Blake Harper and Josh Dix. Blake lost his mom. Josh is going through it right now. But man, Josh Dix, we can't go 2 games with you not scoring. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that hurts.
That's a killer. And I thought tonight, it was one bad game, but I mean his shots are not even close right now, and he's getting some looks.
He had looks tonight. For sure.
And I thought he passed up some drives to the hole.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think they were giving Reed a little too much credit in there. But I heard some people, around me, diagnosing the game and breaking it down. Saw something on BlueJayBanner.com on our message board oh, well, this team's just a front-ranked team. Guys, this is the number 2 team in the country. And I hate to break this to everybody. We're very average, if you want to call us that right now. And our record is average. I don't think the way we're playing right now is even average. Mm-mm. And this was not shocking to me, this result.
No,
I mean, yeah, did we hang it? And, the bad thing was we were hanging in there, and we were not. I thought to myself today coming in, we've got to limit the bad plays and missed opportunities and so forth to 5. I mean, so we have to play a near perfect game. I counted 4 in the first 12 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
So I knew at that point, I'm like, man, unless we play perfect from here on out, we're in big trouble. I mean, we missed some bunnies. We had some bad switches on defense. We had one time where we just didn't get out on Mullins. I mean, this dude is really good. And I've said it and said it and said it. I'll say it again. Hope we have some UConn fans watching. I think you'll agree with me. When he hasn't been in the lineup they struggle when he's not in the lineup.
Won a couple close games.
They struggle offensively. When he's in there, he's a difference maker. When they need a bucket, he can get it. He can get that 10-footer. Sometimes Solo Ball struggles with that little 15-foot, 16-foot jump shot. Mullins doesn't. Mullins knocks him down. Mullins got a variety of shots, and now they obviously can hit the 3 too. So he's a terrific player. When they have him, and then you just saw as the game went along, they brought in some of their depth pieces, and frankly, they were better than what we had on the floor.
Yeah, couldn't agree more.
Just that simple.
Mullins is a very good player. Scary good.
On a different night, I don't know, maybe the road game at Xavier, the home game Marquette, when we were playing really well, maybe the Villanova game, maybe we could have hung with UConn.
Yeah.
Just like Villanova did last week and Providence the week before and so forth.
I mean, the first 16 minutes of the first half shows you that we could have hung. We were right there. It just
But we can't do it. Quick. We can't do it with Josh getting 0 points. We just can't.
No, we can't.
Look, we've rode that dude all year long. I mean, I'm not criticizing him at all. Okay, well, the big story tonight was, they wrote the big article in the World Herald about Owen Freeman, and I don't know if people kind of gave him the loudest applause of him getting in the game all year. I thought.
Yeah, no, definitely. Wasn't even close.
Yesterday at practice, I thought Owen looked the best he's looked in a while. More engaged, how's that going to relate? It was okay. I mean, still, there's plays that he should make, he doesn't, and
still had bad fouls right away.
Yes, he gets. It's
still was soft with the ball.
It's kind of like
got taken out of his hand a few times.
The last couple of years, when we've had Kalk, everybody knew Kalk didn't foul, so they wouldn't get the foul call. Then when Fred would come in the game,
instant foul calls.
Instant foul calls when the play really wasn't all that much different. I think kind of the same thing with Owens happened. He gets in
A little bit, but he also has not mastered the straight up yet. I mean, every time they come into him, he just immediately arms down. Yeah. It's going to get called every time. Yeah. I mean,
and they worked on that yesterday ad nauseum. It's like.
Yeah. What else do you do? You got to expect him to.
It's just loses it out there.
Right.
So, that's what it is. AJ was asking me, is this just totally derail our? I think this game coming in, like when we started the conference season, you're pretty much figuring you're going to lose to UConn twice and probably St. John's twice. Mm-hmm. And especially after they pounded us at home, we were like, all right. Although teams have kind of had chances with St. John's at St. John's. I mean, they have.
Yeah.
St. John's is playing phenomenal basketball right now.
The best they have all year, yeah.
And it's going to be awesome. I think it's next week. I think Friday next week. St. John's UConn. That's going to be must-see TV.
Yeah.
Especially now UConn played, and I thought UConn played pretty well tonight. Really.
Definitely. They did.
Better than they have.
They were hitting their open shots.
They did in the first half. They did have that scoring drought that they've had. But then the second half, I thought they just came out and just took control.
I think you already said it. I mean, Mullins is the difference maker. They look like a completely different offense when he's out there.
Yep.
Very, very good player.
So I don't know that's totally. I mean, if we beat Villanova and Seton Hall, then we're right back in the conversation again, kind of. And it depends on what the other bubble teams do. And what I've preached this for years over. He goes, well, what do you have to do? What do you have to do? Bubble teams lose. That's why they're on the bubble. It's as simple as that.
Fair. Yeah,
so who loses more gets shoved off the bubble. Who wins a couple gets put on the bubble, on the right side. So that's just the way it is. Now, the problem is, again, we don't have, this was our last chance at home to get a quad one. So those are gone. Now, you could pick one up in the Big East tournament.
Should be close.
Yeah, Villanova, I don't think so. I don't think you're going to be top 30 by the time they play us.
I think they were like 31 or 32 last time I checked.
I
think it'll be close, but probably the last.
The problem is they're gonna start playing the Marquettes and Providences of the Xaviers of the world, and they're gonna drop down. Even if they win those games, they're gonna drop. So, we need like would be huge to win at St. John's, but again, forget all of that. We just need to win games.
I know. Yeah, that's what it comes down to.
We can't lose to Marquette. We got to win that game. We got to somehow figure out a way to beat Providence. I told AJ the other night, I said, we may only win 2 more games. And that would be Seton Hall and DePaul. And we got to figure out how to win at DePaul. We got to figure out how to win at Georgetown. We got to figure out how to win the Providence game here. Now, all right, maybe you just fall short of getting in the NCAA tournament. Now, I don't know if Creighton, I think you can decline to go to the Crown. But, again, like I was telling AJ earlier, the reason why, people always laugh at teams that go to the NIT. Back in the day of the NIT, now you have the Crown, too. People used to laugh at that. And coaches would just smile and go, no. If you look back when the years we went to the NIT, back when we had Mo Watson and stuff, we got all those extra practices because we kept winning. So we got 3 weeks of extra practice that Nebraska down the road didn't get because they weren't in any postseason tournament, That's invaluable. Now, the game has changed a little bit since then, right? Your roster turns over, so the guys you're practicing with, but maybe you find something in a guy.
Yeah.
Especially the Crown thing when you go to Vegas and it's kind of like a tournament atmosphere. You might find somebody in a Blake Harper or a Owen Freeman or, whoever, Austin Schwartz. You might find something extra that leads them to stay, plus the guys that are going to stay are going to get those. Plus you're on national TV 3 nights during that week when the tournament goes on. It's all positive. So plus there's a big paycheck at the end, not to mention that. So don't scoff at that. I mean, I don't know if we haven't been in this position before, so we don't know with the Crown. We haven't. It's just started. So Let's just see what happens. But I think it would be a huge benefit to us to go. Plus, it's really nice in Vegas into March.
Absolutely. Blue Jay Banner Party Bus coming back.
Get some. Well, we'd be too busy playing golf, buddy.
Both can do.
Yeah. But anyway, that's,
Well, speaking of all this, I did want to bring up, since January 10th, because you know how you can adjust the dates on Torvik?
Yeah.
Since January 10th, what do you think Creighton is ranked nationally? Since January 10th.
In Torvik?
Yeah.
We're about 52.
Just since January 10th?
Yeah.
171st. We're 2-4 in that time.
No, hold on. We're on two different wavelengths here.
All I'm saying is, on Torvik, if you adjust since January 10th to now, we are the 171st ranked team.
I'm still not following you. You're saying we are 100 and...
We're 171st.
Right now.
From January 10th until right now.
Oh, if you just take those games.
Yes.
Well, sure, if you go through a losing streak.
I'm talking about a trend.
Okay.
I'm talking about a trend.
Okay.
I'm just...
All right, I got you.
It shows what we've done lately. That's all I'm saying.
I thought you were saying, on January 10th, what were we ranked? And I wanted to say
no.
We were in the low 50s, I think.
I was trying to be extremely clear, but apparently I failed at that. But.
Well, no, I didn't quite understand.
Just following
where
the
you were
trend.
going with that.
It's, getting blown out against Marquette, getting blown out against UConn.
Teams. If you lose 3 in a row, you're
for sure.
You're not
but I'm emphasizing that, like, what do we have to do to turn this around? I mean, it's been a rough couple weeks.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hello.
I don't know what the answer is, but and we're 72nd on Torvik overall now, so
yeah,
fallen quite a bit.
Yeah. So and again, I just don't think at this point you got to even anybody that's watching all the analytics to figure out, we're going to get in. That's so far down the road.
Mm-hmm.
We have to win basketball.
Have to win a few first.
So, geez, I don't even see us on the board anymore here. Our 71st, and that's not updated. So, yeah, we were 67th this morning on Torvik, 64th in Camp Palm. Yeah, it's just no. This should not really hurt us that much on some of the metrics when you lose to number 2 in the country.
Yeah, but when it's by almost 30 at home, it does.
The margin hurts you on Ken Palm. It hurts you on the net as well. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But and again, I don't want to pump sunshine into everybody, but we've had it pretty damn good here. Not as good as UConn, but we've had it pretty good. And
I think this is the new future of college basketball.
We're probably due for a season like this, frankly.
Yeah, I mean, I think
this is what happens when you miss on your transfer portal.
Yeah, I was going to say, the new normal is going to be either hitting 100% on your transfer portal, having a really good year, or missing and having a really bad year, and then everybody else is just.
And then if you miss, you better have other guys step up and not have any injuries. That ain't the case here.
No.
You can't have Jackson McAndrew go down. I mean, you have second-team All-Big East for crying out loud.
You got that, and you got the people playing through injuries too, all right? I mean, Jason's had the shoulder all year, and everything else has been.
Yeah, I mean, we're so small.
Yeah.
Somebody's saying, "Well, geez, they're out rebounded 16-8." Well, yeah.
I mean,
hello.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the way it is. I don't know that Mac can. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of things they could do better. But stylistically and defensively and so forth. But when you're that undersized, it's next to impossible to.
I mean, the 3-point shooting is what stands out right away. Of we're not hitting the threes that we thought we were going to all year, right? I mean, today we were 24%. And that's kind of been the normal of the last couple games that we've been losing. We've been in that 20 to 30 range. You're
absolutely right.
Not sustainable.
We just can't do it.
But part of the problem is not having a center, right? We don't have that inside threat to make people come off our shooters. They're just able to guard everybody man on man.
Yeah, and then I don't mean to pick on somebody here, but Jason tonight, Jack, that's not your game. I mean, if you're wide open and it's in rhythm, but those weren't in rhythm. He was 0 for 4 from 3. Josh Dix, he's 0 for 13 now in the last 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
2 assists only.
And the fact that Swartz only got 3 threes up, that's a bad red flag in itself too.
Here's what's a horrible red flag is 10 assists on 10 turnovers.
Yeah, I mean, that's... Plus, we only had 24 rebounds the whole game. I mean, that's
We had 18 made baskets and 10 assists, so there was a lot of dribbling going on out there again tonight.
Yeah.
But again, Nick Graves, 17 points. I thought Blake did some good things, though, especially offensively. Yeah, we were 0 for 11 in the second half.
It's not good, Tim. Not good.
I was thinking, wait a minute, that doesn't sound right. Like, we didn't hit one. No, we didn't hit one. And when UConn went 8 of 16, that's 24 points difference.
Yeah. I mean, UConn shot 16 for 31 from 3.
And you know what?
Incredible.
Part of that's our defense.
Well, I was going to say, they were open. They were all open.
They had a lot of open looks. And we give a lot of offensive rebounds. Some of those were on threes that just bounded out there, and there's not really a whole hell of a lot you can do about that.
Mm-hmm.
But some were like we had our hands on the ball and just didn't get them. Others, there were some blockout issues again.
Yeah.
This is just a frustrating team to watch and coach, I'm sure.
I'm sure, yeah.
To go through the stats here real quick, they had 4 guys in double figures. Their big 4, Mullins with 16, Demery with 15, Ball with 11. Caravan had 15 tonight. He scored more than he has lately. And then Reed had 8. I thought we did a pretty good job on Reed, actually.
Yeah, for the most part.
I thought he didn't kill us as much as I thought he was going to. Now he did get in some foul trouble, so he only played 21 minutes, so that helps, I guess.
He was still efficient. 4 for 4 from the floor.
Ryba was only 18 minutes. He didn't hurt us. So the bigs didn't hurt us today. It was everybody else.
Yeah.
So.
And they really hurt us too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about Care Miners Home Health Care. We appreciate everything Care Miners has done. Count on Care Miners as your personal providers for your loved one. They can help with grooming, dressing, meal preparation, all this and more. Get you the much-needed break you deserve with respite care from Care Miners. So give them your time to figure out what best suits you in your plan. So I would recommend you go to careminersnebraska.com. You can see all they have to offer right there. And once you have a plan in your mind figured out, then give them a call, 402-932-2211. That's 402-932-2211. And again, you can go to careminersnebraska.com and see all they have to offer. We want to thank Jim and his whole staff over there for helping us out with the postgame show this week. And look, we have a guest. Oh my God, it's number 1 Austin Chapman.
Oh,
how are you?
Nice of you to show up, Austin.
Yeah, how are you?
Yeah, nice of you to get here.
Life is real, Tim.
Happens.
Yeah.
Life is real.
I've always thought it was real. There are times you think it's fake, but then you're dreaming.
I think tonight just kind of woke us up to that, right? And
Nice.
That's what I tell people, right?
Not even just the game, but like for everything it was about.
Yeah.
Right. There's a lot more to life that gives you perspective.
Exactly.
Yeah, the life is real. That's all.
It is. It is. There's bigger things out there, and it's always nice you can lean on that when you lose a basketball game, right, or a football game, or whatever.
Yeah.
I was telling AJ that earlier. The people around me were like, "Yeah, this and that." And I go, "People, this is the number 2 team in the country, and we are average at best, and we're not even playing to average right now. So, you throw that together, this is what's going to happen."
I would say like basketball is the last thing that we're worried about, even as a team. I think there's health, a lot of issues there that we're struggling with. That kind of now is playing with our depth, right? Now we're dependent on what Green's going to do, right? Not understanding what his body's kind of going through. He's got a lot of elements and a lot of things he's dealing with. Then we got Freeman, of course. Come out the season, think we're having McAndrews. So we're down a lot of players that I think we started with that now we're okay, what's this look like?
Freeman, people forget. Freeman was first team All-Big.
You know what I mean? It's tough. And I think it's just a hard pill to swallow for everybody, but it's part of it.
Yeah, Yeah, I was saying yesterday at practice, I saw, they did that article on Owen, and he seemed, to me, yesterday at practice, I don't know, just was a little freer. So I thought at times tonight he was a little better than we'd seen. And
that's fair.
I
mean, opening it up does a lot, but yeah, that's fair.
Did you like our starting lineup tonight? Better?
I liked what we've been doing, to be honest.
Well, I'll tell you, though, Graves rose to the occasion.
I know that, and he's going to always do that, I think, because I think we put him in I would not say put him in place, but, like, it's somewhat of, like, finding your role, right? And, like, on the team that we actually have, we don't need you to come out to score to start, right? I think tonight should have been a game where Dick probably should have been more aggressive, honestly, on all fronts.
I agree with you.
On every front. I think we're all kind of waiting on that.
He was kind of that way with Marquette, too. He wasn't. He seemed to shy away from, I think we were giving Reed way too much respect in there,
Yeah. But, I'm not in the locker room. I can't speak to the guys and everything that's going on. But what I know of Josh and what his capabilities, he's more than capable, too, to be a 25-plus, scorer. And I just don't think – I think we've all kind of seen him as this offensive threat that we haven't yet seen at that high level yet, right? Mm-hmm. And especially if we are going to win today, I think that was going to be the case. Like, we needed him and Schwartz, and, like, everybody had to combine and be this full team unit. But that's just my thoughts on it.
All right. Well, it's time for Coach's Corner. And that's sponsored by RTI Threads. RTI Threads is the exclusive apparel provider of Blue Jay Banner. Make RTI Threads your go-to site for all your Jays gear, including caps, sweatshirts, tees, quarter zips, and so much more. Go to rtithreads.com. Get stocked up on all your Jays gear for the rest of the season. And, they just do fabulous work, and they have great lineup of stuff. And they've got some new stuff tonight. They've got some actually Creighton basketball hats for the team. So check them out. It's rtithreads.com. And our coach tonight is assistant coach Steve Murfeld.
Lovely.
Good to see you guys.
Hey, Coach.
That was a rough one.
Yeah. We were just discussing. I mean, I was saying earlier before Austin got here, I was saying, I was thinking today, I was like, okay, we can only have 5, at the max, 5 missed plays, bunnies, defensive misses, whatever they are.
Yeah,
I
margin.
counted 4 in the first 12 minutes, and I was like, even though we're hanging in there, this could.
First 12 to 15 minutes, I thought we really did a nice job. We're right there. We missed some good looks. They were shooting the lights out. Didn't think they could continue that for the whole game, but they did, regardless. But yeah, it just we have to be able to sustain it, and it's been a problem all year. There's it's not a lack of trying. It's just a lack of willing to just get it done.
I think that comes into the rebounding.
Well, the rebounding.
But you know what I mean?
Yes, 100%.
It's not, everybody's all worried about all the technical stuff. It really comes down to wanting that basketball more than the other guy.
Right.
And sometimes we had our hands on the ball tonight, and we did not get there.
Yeah, size is certainly an athletic ability. It's certainly
unless you listen to Gordy.
Disadvantage.
Murph.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
we've all heard.
No, I hear you. I hear it, though. Maybe they need that speech, Maybe they need that speech.
Yeah, the rebounding obviously has been a problem all year. It's something that we work on every day. I mean, you can't continue to just do everything. That's a problem kind of with this team is whatever we emphasize, they'll do a good job with it at the expense of something else, whether it be rebounding, whether it be the ball screen defense, whether it be transition. As soon as we focus on one thing, we lose our continuity of what we've been building, and then we got to go back and work on that. Well, then when we work on that, we lose this and we lose that, and it's just been really, really frustrating with this group. It's a maturity thing for sure. I mean, we've got some young guys, some new guys that are in the program, but it's something that is just baffling all of us at this point in time.
Well, the first few minutes of the show, we were talking. 2 things came up: rebounding and when they're going in, Owen got a foul. And I said, look, they opened practice yesterday with 2 drills.
Yep.
Walling up and rebounding. So, I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. It's frustrating. And it's frustrating for everybody. It's frustrating for our guys. It's frustrating for our staff. It's frustrating for the fans because it's not that simple. It's something that we know it's a weakness. We focus on it. And it just, like I said, the lack of carrying over things, A to B to C. And part of that is maturity. It's
Absolutely.
You expect your older guys to have that maturity, to understand how hard it is to win. And right now, we're just not understanding that. And our margin for error, you mentioned it, Tim.
Yeah.
Our margin for error is so slim.
Right.
So slim right
And
now.
that's because of our side. We're missing some pieces. So we know that.
Right.
So we know that's already there. But then I also notice some guys, once it starts going to 5 to 7 to 9, you just don't see the
That's where you
intensity.
got to dig in at the
Yeah.
defensive end and say, all right, we're not making shots right now. Let's get a stop. Let's see if we can get an easy one in transition. Because Austin, way back when, how many years ago was that? You're an old
10
man.
years.
About 25 years.
11.
10 years. Yeah.
11.
That's what got us going,
Yeah.
right?
this.
We always had a point guard that could race the ball and just create in transition, and we're lacking that right now. Just somebody that's just going to, get. Well, first of all, you got to get a stop. It's hard to run if you're not getting stops. But the next thing is we got to get more of an intact mode because in the past I've always looked at when 2 really good basketball teams play, the team that makes the most runs usually wins. And we don't have any runs anymore.
Yeah.
When we're playing good teams, we just don't. And, I don't know if we can correct that or not. But it goes back to that mentality. You've got to, when things start going south, it has to happen at the defensive end. It has to.
It's the little things.
Yeah. Yeah, details, for sure.
But you inserted Nick in the starting lineup tonight. I thought,
Nick-
without Nick in those first 15 minutes, we'd have been buried right there.
Yeah,
I mean,
Nick and Blake. We put both those guys in the starting. Blake had started in the past, and just because of having an extra ball handler against their pressure, and Blake's fearless. He's very confident, and that's how you have to play. The first half when we were driving the ball against them, we were getting to the free throw line, and then we just kind of stopped doing that. And you said it. Things started going south. And we stopped doing the things that could get us back into it.
You can just see it. Those balls we were getting to in the first 15 minutes,
Yep.
then we weren't getting to them because it was just all effort. But let's just, we're not. I would say over the last couple of weeks we haven't played to an average level. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we're playing the number 2 team in the country,
Right.
and now
Everything gets magnified.
if you watched them over the last couple of weeks on and off. When Mullen's on the lineup, they go through some droughts, but when he's in that lineup, they have a steady force that can hit that 10, 15-foot jump shot when they need it, get that steal when they need it, get that rebound when they need it.
And they got 4 guys that are very comfortable with coming off the bench.
Yes. Yes.
Actually, when they come off the bench, they're a much better defensive team, which, it's nice to have that luxury. And then there's a reason they're number 2 in the country.
Yeah.
Won how many again in a row now? I don't even know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They only lost one way back to
10.
Arizona at home a long time ago.
A game they had a chance to win, too.
Yeah, they could easily be undefeated right now.
Yeah.
Easily.
So.
But, hey, you got to, look.
Well, I thought, I know what you're going to say, and I thought Mac had a really good message to the guys after the game. Like, first of all, this isn't acceptable. There's a lot of people that are going through a lot rougher times than we are. We're playing a game that we love. And so put that in perspective. But also, every one of us, to a player, to a coach, to the student managers, everyone's got to step up their game. That's the only way. And we're capable of, if everybody will do that, we can still salvage, some wins moving forward. If we don't do that, if we have a couple guys that are not bought in and let's just get through it, it's February and, geez, we got another 6 weeks of this, then we're in trouble.
Yep.
But, Mac basically said that can't happen. It won't happen. We're going to fight till the end.
Yep. It's a good message. I thought yesterday Owen in practice, he looked a little more giddy up in his step, a little bit better. How did you think he performed tonight?
Like Owen does. I mean, he's an offensive rebounder. He had a couple of nice drives to the basket. His communication, and this isn't fair, because Ryan Kalkbrenner's communication was.
Absolutely.
I mean, and he was in the program 5 years,
Exactly
so
right.
it's not fair to compare it. But Owen has to have a better understanding defensively of what we're doing and become a better communicator. And he is. He's trying. I mean, that injury this summer, with the 2 or 3 months that he was out, really set him back. So, hopefully we can continue. We all feel terrible for him, first of all, because he's a great kid, and no one's suffering any more than he is, and especially on social media, which just drives us crazy, that people can be that negative about a 20-year-old man.
Right.
But it's part of the deal, right? It is what it is. But hopefully moving forward, we can continue to get some good minutes out of him.
Yeah, I think I was with John McHugh one time, and he said last year during practice, and he said, we're gonna miss Ryan. I said, well, duh. He goes, no. He goes, you don't understand. People, I don't think, understand how smart Ryan was,
Right.
and how many things he controlled, and how many things he had to know, and how many things.
How many fires he put out single-handedly.
Yes. Yes. I mean,
Yeah.
it just all
That
that.
communication, though,
Forget even about his
Solid.
blocking the shots. It's just
Solid.
everything communicating and so
Right.
forth.
And then, we said it. He was in the program for 5 years.
Right.
But, I mean, his first year, he was
Oh,
The system thing we keep
he
talking
had a hard
about,
time
Tim.
chewing gum and running.
it was like. It was like, when are we going to get Bishop back in there? He's
Yeah.
rested long enough,
yeah,
man.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
and that's the same thing with our young bigs. They're just not ready. It takes time, and we're going to have to, even Karam. He needs to play to get better. I mean, and we got to find minutes for him too. And to Jason, it's just not fair to him either to be battling Terrace Reed and these
gosh.
dudes. The also the
He's
problem
going to
is,
battle another one that's coming up this week.
Yeah.
Constantly.
We're doing a good job. He's doing a good job boxing out and trying to keep his man off the glass, but then we got nobody going to get it.
Right.
That's what Baylor did.
Yep.
Right. Baylor didn't block
Yep.
anybody out,
Right.
but he went and he had a feel for the basketball, and he
I'm
went
gonna
and
go
got it. Now, and Hudson Greer kind of has that same
Ty
kind of
does
feel.
it once in a while, too.
Ty is an off. Yeah. The Ty is a little different because they don't expect your point guard to offensive
Right.
rebound.
Right.
But he's pretty good at it, so we've allowed him to do it and sending Josh and Austin back.
Yeah.
So, but we'll keep fighting. We'll keep grinding. Like I said, it's February. Everybody's, beat up a little bit at this time of the year and struggling with the same sort of things that we are. But it is basketball, and it is a game, and we just got to keep battling.
Let's look a little bit bigger picture, like the Big East tournament. Like, how important do you think it is to get in the top 5 and not play that extra game?
Yeah, it's very important. I think that has to be, what our goal is at this point in time. Try to figure out how to eliminate the play-in game, because the play-in game. I mean, if you look beyond 1, 2, and 3, I think 4 through 11.
Yeah, they're all even.
It just flip the coin, and
Yep.
who's playing well at the time, who's making shots, who's you fall into that play-in game. There's some good teams that'll be knocked out right away.
Mm-hmm.
Not great teams. We got 3 really good teams, 2 great teams probably in St. John's and Connecticut, and then Villanova's probably right there as well.
I would like to see us get to 3 and avoid UConn until the very end.
Yeah.
Now, look, I'm not throwing St.
Right.
John's. St. John's is playing their best basketball of the year right now. They could easily take over UConn. I just don't.
Yeah, they haven't played each other.
No, they
Friday night.
Next Friday night.
Yeah, Friday night.
I just don't
At the
think.
Garden, I
personally, I just don't think that's going to happen. I think
I like
UConn's going to
that.
end up at 1. St. John's is going
Right.
to be 2. And I would take my role with St. John's over UConn. I just would.
Yeah.
Just because they're way deeper than St. John's.
Right.
We
got to worry about, right, you said
Yeah.
big picture,
Yeah.
but right now we got to worry about Monday.
Yeah.
How are we going to practice on Monday?
Yeah.
And then we get through Monday and make some corrections. How are we going to practice on Tuesday? And then
Yep.
here we go to Georgetown.
It's
Who's
internal.
playing? Georgetown won 3 in a row.
Yep.
And their losses prior to that were us.
look good today.
Right.
They had us beat, and they lost 2 to to Connecticut.
Butler was kind of back on the rise, and they went in there and beat them.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Yep.
All right. Well, of all the things to end the conversation, we got Fred on the screen in front of us. So
I got a big game tomorrow in
they
Lincoln.
do
right?
kind of have a big game. Yeah, that's kind of a very big game for them.
Yeah.
Coach, thanks so much.
No,
Really
I appreciate you
it.
guys.
Thanks, Coach.
Yeah, this has been good.
Absolutely.
We'll
Absolutely.
continue to show up.
Yes, sir.
Win, lose, or draw.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Appreciate
and,
it, guys.
Coach's Corner is sponsored by RTI Threads. Go to rtithreads.com. Check out all they have to offer. They've got all kinds of Creighton gear. They have also like jerseys for both men and women's teams. They've got tons of other gear as well for different schools. And if your business is looking forward to maybe getting some merchandise printed up, they will do it for you. They'll design it, print it up, and it is easy as that. And they're so great to work with. Katie and her staff do such a great job. So check them out. It's RTI Threads, rtithreads.com. Okay. See you, Coach. We do appreciate all the coaches coming by.
Always. Yeah,
I mean,
and
you know,
I love that dude to death.
what are you going to say after game? You know, what can
Always
you
score.
say?
I mean, he always keeps it real too, though. And I always appreciate Mersh, man. He's, you know, he sacrificed to come here too. A lot of people don't even realize, right? And like that dude, he means a lot to this.
My neck gets
institution
sore
and
once in a while because I have to
organization.
look down to talk to him. But other than that,
Hey man, and he teaches our bigs, so he's defeated right now. I already understand, like he is, and I don't think he's taking this harder than anybody else. You know, like the Owen situation. Like I think he probably feels it more than no one does, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't think you realize how much he did for Greg, to Will, to Jeffrey, to Calk, to Bishop. Like he was the guy who was dealing with all these individuals. And, like, I don't know. It's maybe just me being closer to it, but I understand where he's coming from, too, on a lot of this. And it's like he's feeling more than Owen is. I guarantee that, you know. And it just sucks. Like, this sucks. Like, this was a game that I think we all felt more confident about. Maybe not after Tuesday or,
no.
you know, but –
we thought we'd have a better, and we did have a better performance the first 15 minutes.
We did, and then there's to that point of, you know, doing all the little things, right? At the end of the day, like, yeah, we put attention to detail to this one piece, but then you got the rest of the game you have to worry about. And so to that point of maturity, yeah, there's some of that, but there's also some of just IQ, you know, at the end of the day. And I hate to say that, but, like, it is, you know. Basketball is somewhat of a cerebral game, especially if you're playing for McDermott. That you have to do at least 4 out of the 5 things. If you do 2 out of the 5, you're not going to win. You do 3 out of the 5, you maybe win. You do 4 out of 5, you're going to win every time. You do 5 out of 5, you're going to blow that team out of the water. And right now, it looks like we're doing for sure 1 out of the 5, sometimes 2. And if we do 3, that's where we're getting these lucky games that are kind of women on this, you know. It's kind of tough to watch, to be honest.
I'm glad you brought up the IQ part, though, because
there
is a lot of basketball.
We're
not talking about brain sport. We're talking about basketball IQ.
But
and you can see, you can easily see when you watch one team the whole season, you can kind of figure out who has it,
right,
who doesn't, and who's working towards having it.
Right.
You know.
Right.
Well, I think as fans, we thought we were getting that too with like Dix and Freeman coming in. You know, those two guys, and I'm not saying they don't, but I'm just saying we thought maybe we had more basketball IQ coming in than we apparently do.
Yeah, but you can't say that, right? To his whole point of Kalkbrenner did way more than a lot of people even, you know, give acknowledgement to.
Right.
And if you have that guy who generally the point guard's the quarterback per se, but if you're on a defensive end, generally it's a big because he's the one who can see everything, right? So if we don't have that consistent individual back there, that's why we look so poorly on defense, to be honest. Like that is, you know, that's why we're not rebounding the way we are. That's why people aren't hitting the bodies the way they should. Kalk took up so much space and he could easily just grab it off the top. Jason is taking up all this space, but he still has to jump, meet you at vert, so that it just looks a lot different in that perspective, and to that point of other people coming in and grabbing that board. That's why, there was a lot of times I would end games with 6 to 7 rebounds because to this point of people don't box out the point guard, so it's a known thing. You circle back, you go ahead and grab it, and we were kind of undersized at points, so it was like I knew I had to do that, right? So that was part of my job, but I just think it looks, as I said at the beginning, it looks real selfish. A lot of the game, individually, if you pick pieces apart, it's selfish. It's like selfish basketball, and it's like, well, I did my part. Should I help my brother? Should I help my teammate? Type of thing, right? And it's like, well, I did my thing. So, like, if they look at film, well, I did what I was supposed to do, but, So I'm not in it and I'm not there, but that's, from my perspective, this is kind of how I see it, I know a lot more than most. So I would just say, like, to the point of just buying in, like, from the managers all the way up. I think that's the only way we kind of get to somewhat of what we would like to see here at the end of this, but man, it's tough, especially like we haven't had the changes as we are having right now in start lineups either.
I guess of all the 25 plus losses we've taken, and we haven't taken that many when I say all, but this one doesn't. I mean, once I got to 11 and a half, I go, this is gonna go.
Yeah.
They're just so good.
Yeah.
They're just so good. With Mullins back, man, they are.
They're good.
They're
good.
a load of a
but
team.
I think we also showed, like, to your point, we showed that first 12 to 17. I thought, we could win this game. And I don't even think we played that well.
No,
I don't think
either.
we played the best we could have possibly played.
We were not hitting
shots, Freeman
really.
is healthy. Like, in putting all these other factors. Say we have, McAndrews. Like, in putting some other factors in there, of course. But
with McAndrews, it's a totally different season.
But
in my estimation.
Where the game was today, and, like, to the point of attention to detail, to the full realm of it, not to half of the detail, and the rest. I just think we showed we were capable. I think we showed we were capable, and then, like, that's what is so disappointing. And then we come out and do, and kind of finish it out the way we did, and then come out in the second half. That's what's so disappointing. And to their point, the coach's standpoint, it's like, well, you're doing what we're asking you here, but then you forgot what we've been asking you to do the past 6 weeks, or 4 weeks that we changed, or 3 weeks, or and then it's. So in that, I guess it's immaturity, but it's also just there's some IQ stuff to that it's like.
I think it seems like with this team, they go through those drills in practice. I seem like they had the cone in one basket, they had the straight up in the other. That was the drill, and then you did that for 15 minutes and you switch up. Okay. It seems like they do the drills. They know that they're getting better at it. But it seems like when the game starts and the action starts, they just
this is what he just said. It's
blank out.
They do it. They're great at it. We all know it. To your point, it's will. And that's why I said, yes, it sounds like they need the Gordy message. Because there was a point, Missouri Valley, I think we were ranked 222nd in defensive rating. So we were terrible, to be honest. We were terrible, but we were one of the best teams in the nation. But we couldn't guard a trash can, to be honest.
Well, you had Doug on your team.
Didn't matter. We couldn't guard a trash can. Like, we couldn't. And so I think we gave up ridiculous amounts of boards to Bradley or Southern Illinois, something crazy, right? Lose a game. We come in, have to have a practice day. We're supposed to have the off day, and Gordy's sitting there talking to us for about an hour and a half about just will, and desire and want to, right? And it's like, to your point, you have to. That was his quoted line. You have to want it more than the other guy. That's it. I think you can't teach that. Like, when the ball tips, it's a lot different than practice and a drill and somebody doing something because they know they have to give her X amount of effort so they can get off. You know what I mean?
I think people just don't get that on rebounding. Like, when I went to college, small college, our basketball coach was Dave Shellhouse. Look him up. He was 2-time All Big Ten, 3-time All Big Ten, 2-time All American at Purdue. Okay, 6'5". He was built pretty good, but 6'5". He was one of the top rebounders in the country. And I used to take some coaching classes with him, and it was, fascinating, And he'd go, look, he goes, people go, oh, man, you're 6'5", even in those days. Even then, it was, you're still a little undersized, right? And he's like, how did you do it? He goes, I went, you hear this. People say you just got to want the ball more than the other guy, okay? Mm-hmm. He goes, you went a step further on our team. I had to go get that rebound. Because if I didn't get that rebound, my teammate was going to get that rebound. And then my stat sheet was going to look like crap.
Yeah, so
and he
that's
goes,
competition.
that sounds selfish, but he goes,
but it's
we were all selfish, so it turned out to be a team thing.
Yeah, that's healthy. That's healthy competition.
Yeah.
And I don't even think, we don't even look like to that point. It doesn't even look like people want the stats in that regard, right?
Yeah.
You should want to try to go get a triple-double. You
Yeah,
should want to go try to get a
you would
double-double.
think nowadays,
should
all
want
you
to
hear about
want to
triple
do that.
doubles and all this. You would think they'd be like, oh, that's I've got 8, I can get 9 right there.
Yeah,
it's right on the floor.
In this era of film and what this portal is, I don't. To what we're watching, that's why I'm disgusted, because I don't understand it.
Well,
I don't.
Well, gentlemen, we just had Fred Hoiberg there, and then Tim Miles over there. Oh my God! See, if you come to Let It Fly, you can watch all these games. You can see all these Husker coaches.
Great book. I love that. Great job there. I love that one. But yeah, no, I mean, it was a bigger message we were here for tonight. At the end of the day,
right? Absolutely.
We're playing
and that
under
8 thing
in the
is
country.
it's just the best. It's just the best. I mean, and especially when we had 2 players so impacted by their moms with cancer. One's passed away, the other one is, fighting it.
Yep.
And to have that on the same team, it's amazing.
Which, as a player, you hate to walk away like this, but yeah, I don't think they're probably thinking too deeply into this game right now, but it probably hurts a lot more.
Well, I think that's what's good. After the game, they meet the people who.
Yep.
And then that brings them back to life.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And that's why we're running a little long here, because we're waiting for it. We probably should have called Isaac off today, but we really like to get Isaac on here. So we're kind of waiting for him to come over. He's just going to be a little bit later. Well, we've got a couple unsung hero. Geez, who in the heck are we going to go with tonight? This is a tough one.
Not for me.
Who is your unsung hero?
Green.
Jason Green, baby.
I mean,
9 points, baby.
Can't really argue
that.
that.
Yeah, so he kept it under the limit.
Last game.
He missed those threes at the end just to keep it under, so he went unsung hero.
Wasn't sure if he was going to be here.
That's what it is.
Questionable for the game. Go on, JG.
I don't know how questionable he was.
What?
He was practicing all week.
Pulled this dude's shoulder out, man.
It's been going on all year, though. I mean,
Everybody else.
But you don't know, he crashed into the wall yesterday, and he could not put any weight on his foot. I thought he broke his foot.
It's already broken, but
I
don't know, actually.
This was so hilarious. So he crashed into the wall. So he goes out with Ben, and all of a sudden I look up. I go, oh, he's back on the practice court. This is all right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Tough
and he's
guy.
He's really not limping much. And Matt goes, Jason, what did you do? And he goes, I twisted it like this. He goes, no. Matt goes, no. I was standing right there. You didn't. He goes, no, I did. He goes, Matt goes, no. So Matt walks over to the video to see what happened. Jason stands there and goes, it's not like I was faking it. I did actually twist my foot. And Matt goes, oh, no, you landed on the top of its foot. Matt was just trying to figure out what happened, But there's Ike. All right. Let's get on to our player profile sponsored by CareMinders Home Health Care. When you're in need of care for injured or loved ones, reach out to CareMinders. They do so much besides just general care. They'll help out with grooming, dressing, meal preparation, and all of it. And that'll give you the break you deserve. So go to caremindersnebraska.com, check out all they have to offer, and then give them a call, 402-932-2211. That's 402-932-2211. And we are joined by Mr. Isaac Trout. Thanks, Ike, for coming by.
Absolutely.
We were talking about the more important things, okay? And what you guys just did now is really important, right?
Yeah.
Meeting up with the people afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to us about that.
It was great. The family that bought my jersey, the last name on the back was Zig, and so I got to meet Zig. And he's been battling for years now, years upon years. It goes away, it comes back, just constantly back and forth. And the fact that he was in such good spirits that whole time, throughout talking through his process, he was like, and he had a smile on his face the whole time telling his story. And so, like, yeah, we just lost by a lot. I don't know what it ended up, close to 30 maybe. Okay, 27. And that's like, we put a lot of work into this, so it's unfortunate to lose that bad, especially in a pink out game at home. But the fact that he was able to have a smile on his face the whole time telling me his story is like, gives perspective that, losing a basketball game's not the end of the world.
Yeah. And we've talked about that a lot tonight, that the whole event is just so incredible.
It's amazing. It's my favorite game of the year. Has been for the last 3 years now. So it's the best. It's raised so much money for Hope Lodge, and that place is so amazing. Actually, we're family friends with a family that just stayed there for a few months.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they said it was just top notch, and yeah, amazing.
And then you bring UConn to town. I mean, I can't remember like the electricity tonight. I don't think I remember a game last year. I mean, it was just really. I was so impressed. It was a packed house, and it was.
Yeah.
It felt really big time. It was really cool.
It was amazing. There was a ton of people there. Obviously, probably sold out. So, yeah, amazing.
8th largest crowd in school history.
Wow.
There you go.
Yeah.
Do you guys? I mean, you're in the huddle. Do you kind of sense what's going on in that under 8 timeout?
You do, yeah, for sure. I mean, obviously you're locked into what coach is saying and stuff, but when the horn buzzes and everyone's still standing up and they're playing the fight song, and it's amazing. It brings tears to your eyes. It really does, because in that moment you realize that this is way bigger than basketball, and this many people coming together to watch a basketball game, for a couple hours probably gets their mind off what they're going through, or what they've been through, or if they've had loved ones that lost their lives due to cancer. So it's just an amazing thing.
Well, unfortunately, we got to talk a little bit about the game.
Yeah. Every time I come here, sign up. The ones I signed up to do this, we've lost every single one. So
every single one.
Yep, I haven't been able to come after a win.
You have not been here for a victory yet.
Luck.
Well, what other games you got left? Or are you done now?
I think this is my last one.
Oh,
I know. You probably don't want to bring me back.
So we're winning out.
You know what we got to do? Here's what we're going to do.
Gosh dang.
We're going to do a video with you at the Big East tournament on the first game, so you make sure you win one.
Okay, perfect.
So you got to win that game.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Yeah, and the one in Vegas, I don't think we won that one either. So, yeah, I was terrible luck this year.
Well, that's right. Well, we did have a player in the one we won, so there we go.
Yeah.
That's my fault.
No, that's me. I signed up for these, so I picked a 5, and
I think Jason's probably been the big winner.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I would
good
say
for
so.
him.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they're just really good.
They're a very good team. Yeah,
I mean
for sure.
They just are.
They're very good.
Yesterday you were wearing the 11 Caravan jersey.
Yeah.
I was like, well, that's kind of apropos. They're kind of the same player. So when you get out there with them, what do you think?
I mean, yeah, he's pretty incredible. He moves a lot. He runs through so many actions, so many pin downs, wraps, all that stuff for him. I mean, he's not like the quickest of feet, but he just moves so much. He's hard to guard, and then he sets up so much. For his teammates as far as when he wraps up a screen and you got Mullins coming off, and that's one of the best looking jump shots I think I've ever seen. So
he's incredible.
It's unbelievable.
That team is so much different when he's out because he's had some injuries. When he's out, they go through streaks like we do, scoring, and when he's on the floor, they've got that steady guy that can hit that jump shot.
It's one of the more pure releases I've probably ever seen. So it's impressive.
Yeah, very impressive. I thought you guys, the bigs for them really didn't kill us tonight.
Yeah, no, I thought our bigs battled for sure.
Yeah.
And Reed fouled out, so we did a good job with that. I mean, he's hard to contain in the first place, but yeah, I think we did a good job there.
Cover your eyes. There's some highlights up right now. Oh, luckily it was just a brief one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure Hurley was pretty happy it was a blowout like that. So a lot of people had left, so he didn't get the full brunt when the game was over.
For sure.
No 3 rings Baldy this year.
Yeah.
He told me he was going to behave, so I guess he did. He figured out a way how he could behave, right? All right, now you get a day off tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got to get back at it for Georgetown, right?
Yeah. Got a big one Wednesday.
They're rolling right now.
Yeah, they're playing well and at their place too. And
yeah, and Murph talked about it like, he's so right. From 3 to the 11, everybody's pretty much even. So those games that you can steal some of those on the road, that really helps out.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's probably going to take an L to UConn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's not going to hurt you in the overall standing to where you are.
Yeah.
But being a Georgetown team, that's really going to help you.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's not really a bad team in the Big East this year, so every team can play and got to be ready for every single one.
What did you take away from the first matchup with them?
From the first matchup with Georgetown?
Yeah.
I mean, it was high scoring, but
we were fortunate to win.
Yeah, we won. So they're going to want a piece of us because they probably feel like they deserve to win that game, and we kind of stole it from them at the end, which maybe we did.
And they've got a big. You guys got to really pay attention to too.
Yeah, they're very good. So we're going to have our hands full.
Yeah,
for sure.
All right. Do you like going to DC?
Yeah, I like DC. I like the history and everything, and
I know you guys in the past have I think spent a little more time there, so you've been able to go around a little bit.
Yeah. 2 years ago, we went to the new African American History Museum. That was really cool. And then last year, a couple of us kind of walked towards the White House to kind of check that out. So obviously couldn't go inside, but
you just walked down there.
Yeah, near the area. There's a ton of security, as there should be. But it's cool. I like that type of stuff.
Yeah, that's cool. All right. Thanks, Isaac.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. We'll
Appreciate
see if
you
we can
guys.
get you on with a win.
Yeah.
All right.
For sure.
Isaac's appearance sponsored by CareMinders Home Healthcare. When you need care for your injured or loved one, reach out to CareMinders and see all they can to offer. And the best way to do that is to go to caremindersnebraska.com, see all they have to offer, and then give them a call, 402-932-2211. Go to CareMinders today. All right. Worst call? Tony Chiazza was on the floor, Austin's favorite, so there had to be a worst call. I know Mac almost got a technical with him there. He was way over half court. He was screaming at him on that. There was some sort of blockout call he called, which I don't know, was kind of bogus. Hurley, I thought was going to get one right off the get-go there. He was pretty hot on that Reed takedown.
Yeah.
I didn't think that was a bad call necessarily.
I don't know. The one I'm thinking of was, I think it was second half when it didn't even matter, but it was like Ty Davis kind of got like pushed down low. I didn't really see what happened. Maybe he initiated the contact, but it looked like he just got pushed and fell, and they called it on him. And I was like, I must have missed something.
Somebody around in our section said I was watching Ty, and he did not touch the guy.
It didn't look like he did, honestly. So I was very confused by that call, but that was my first contender.
Yeah, you're right. That was when it was well in hand at that point.
Yeah,
so we can't
was.
really complain yet. But we had a pretty good crew out there tonight, except for Chiazza. It was terrible.
It's fair. Hey man, everybody's entitled.
Even Austin's beat down after this again.
It just like.
All right, so hey, here we go. Georgetown. What time? And we got the tip on that. Is that 6 o'clock tip? Probably. It's probably on Peacock, I'm guessing. I'm just gonna, take a stab here.
6:30 Wednesday the 4th.
Is that on Peacock?
It doesn't say. Let me look it up.
I still don't get. We were talking about this tonight. I still don't get why on a Saturday you have all these networks now. Why do we have to play all the games at the same time? I'd like to watch.
Peacock.
Yeah. I don't get that. And they have games at Peacock, and they'll start one at 6 and then one at 6:30. Like, why not start one at 8 or whatever?
I respect that. You got to decide. Who do you like?
You got to pick.
Be a fan. Like you said, right? Be a fan.
I like to watch
one team. You get to watch one team.
I am a fan.
Here.
I am a fan.
Yeah.
Of a certain team that night. depending on what it looks like in the paper, on the sheet. And then I like to watch those games. And plus, I like to know, especially like
Fair weather fans is what they call those.
like did watch Georgetown today, a majority of it. But had I wanted to watch, who was the other game that was on the same time?
Oh,
Xavier, I think
Yeah.
was on the same time. Had I wanted to watch that game, I just don't see why. I know why they do
I
it
was
on
a fan
Saturday.
of Cooley, so I watched Cooley. And
Yeah.
that was a good game. That was actually a really good game. I was like glad
I know why they do it on Saturdays because the road team wants to get the hell out of there and get home.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I get why they put them all at the same time, put them early, but yeah,
Yeah, the Saturday
And that's
games
why
all
they're on
seem to be
different
like
networks
11 to
now.
1 now, which is kind of
Yeah.
interesting. But
yeah. I don't know why we don't have a 4 o'clocker, and you could have an East Coast 4 o'clocker, Seton Hall, St. John's.
Other stuff going on.
Oh, they've got games on every channel.
You got like
all day
horse
long.
racing and dog
No, not
watching.
that's what it
There's
is.
like all types of
It's
other
Dog
stuff.
shows. Dog show now. Fox has got the.
You know what I mean? Like, there's
Westminster
all types of other stuff.
Started today.
Yeah,
I think
like, it's
that's a big deal.
big time right now, man.
I love watching that. I can't because my dog just starts barking. It's fun to watch. All right. Speaking of dog shows, Catherine O'Hara passed away today. Do you know who that is?
Yesterday.
It was
Yeah, I
yesterday,
know
yeah.
exactly what it is.
Yeah.
I just could care less. People die every day, Tim.
From the.
Unfortunately.
Wow.
I mean,
Yep.
yeah, that was cold.
That
No,
was
it's
cold
brutal.
from
It's
getting
cold.
done from a pink out.
She's a
Yeah.
she's a great actress.
Yes.
Yeah,
She was in Best of Show. That's what they were talking about.
Schitt's Creek was the best show.
No, Best of Show was a
No, I
parody
understand.
of the dog shows.
I understand.
Yeah. I got to tell you, Schitt's Creek,
Mom.
everybody in there, I love, absolutely love. I started watching, I think maybe 3 episodes, and I'm like, it's not doing it for me. And then
good show.
other people told me you gotta keep
Yeah,
going.
it was a pretty funny show.
You got
We
to
liked
press
it.
through that. I love the whole plot of it, everything. Just
Give it another
funny.
chance, Tim.
Well, now I got so much crap to watch
Mm-hmm.
coming up here. We got so many shows. All right, so we will be with you at about 8:30 on Wednesday night, right?
Yep.
Let's knock on wood that I make it back. I think I will. I think my plane gets in at like 1 or 2 o'clock, so I'll be fine. All right. You gonna have your internet? You gonna be able to get the link when I send it?
Yeah, I'll be traveling, but yeah.
You're gonna be traveling
Yeah.
Wednesday?
Yeah. Probably.
Well, you can bow out. AJ
Should
and I
work.
can handle it.
No,
We've done
what?
it before.
Wi-Fi will work. Wi-Fi will work. The Wi-Fi should work.
Okay. All right.
I'm just kind of
We'd love to have you on.
looking at these stat sheets. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a great game. Actually, I mean
Georgetown
Georgetown's
us,
playing
yeah.
well. Yeah.
Well, like,
and like we
Any
always
3 through 11 matchup is
Yeah,
usually
they're
a
gonna
tight
be
tilt,
they're gonna
be a
man.
dog of a game.
We had some
man.
great ones today. Xavier game-winning shot.
Yeah.
They kind of got one back after losing to us on the
Yeah.
last second
So I
shot.
think it's a big game.
Yeah, and they've won 3 in a row now. All of a sudden, they were in last place. Now all of a sudden they're in the
In the
mush,
mix. In the mix.
mush in the middle. So
In the mix.
all right, everybody have a great night. Appreciate you watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Helps us a lot. Watch Blue Jay Banner today. We got some great stuff, by the way. I want to promote it real quick. Monday, we have head baseball coach Mark Kingston on. Great interview. So check it out. We're going to have that on Monday. And then Tuesday, we're going to bring Deanna from Vino Moss on. She's going to tell us all the wonderful things about Vino Moss. So we're giving it a little push to our sponsors. So that's great. And then Wednesday, Mike Rochon and myself will do a game preview of Georgetown.
Lovely.
All right?
Lovely.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great weekend.